He had too much fun.
The steering wheel, bro. What happened? What's going on here, bro?
Yeah,
Nah, I'm gonna be like that girl on the thing. She just like pulled the thing and bent all up.
yeah, but that was with an aftermarket. You can't do that with no factory.
I know. It was a
Meanwhile, Mirror is over here adjusting the mirrors,
Yeah.
making sure everything works.
All right, guys, so got the turbo car back in the shop. Guys, I know you're getting tired of this thing, man. I'm tired of working on it. I really want this thing just to be perfect and good to go. Now, I'm gonna be real. I think, guys, honestly, we're about 90% there. Really, the biggest issue I have now is anything below like a little bit under half a tank to like a quarter tank. When you slow down at like a stop sign or something, or stoplight, it'll just die, and then you can fire it right back up. So I'm pretty damn sure that that's the sock in the fuel tank. That AutoZone O'Reilly one that I bought just isn't compatible with, or just isn't facing the right way with the Walbro 450 pump. So I don't know if I can reorient it to make it work, or am I just gonna have to go online and try to find the actual original Walbro 450 sock, put that back in, because with that sock, I will tell you that it was a lot longer. It was longer than the one I got from O'Reilly. So, and then I don't know if the placement on the sock and the little stud that, you know, orients the sock the way that it's supposed to go, I don't know if that's the exact same on a factory unit as it is on like the Walbro. So again, I'm not sure, but I do got to look into that. What I'm gonna do now, since I got extra time, is I think I'm gonna try to pull that fuel pump out and just look at the sock and just see what's going on with that, see how it's looking and stuff, just to see if maybe it fell off, or I don't know, just check the sock and see. Maybe I can reorient it to where it'll pick up better or something. I don't know. But what I did do is I did keep the the Walbro sock, which is laying somewhere. I just gotta go, I think it's in the house still. So I will take and look at that one and see if I notice any differences. I came back here, I was taking the battery post off so that we could check the fuel pump sock. And guys, check these leads out for the battery. They are really, really corroded. And I can't remember the person's video. If I did or I do before this video drops, I will try to edit that in for y'all. But guys, it was somebody that had a really bad issue with crazy stuff happening in their car while it was driving, and it turned out to be the leads for the battery. Guys, check these out. Like, look at how all that's gray, that's all like oxidation or whatever you want to call it. So that's the ground wire, and the positive is no better. Like, the positive is, look at all of that corrosion on it. So I know that's probably not doing anything really. It probably isn't, but again, guys, the same way when I added the ground wires under the hood and I did all this, and this, it definitely helps. Anything helps. Also, huge shout out to Jordan Distributors for hooking me up with this Ghostlock. So really, guys, I don't need the actual Ghostlock portion itself, but what I really wanted this for was the fuel pump relay upgrade that it comes with. So as you can see, there's everything, and look at how thick the wiring is. Like, so much nicer. So this is a direct lead. Also has 2 relays in here, and there's the TrackMate like little unit there. This is what will track your car. Now, if you didn't see the previous video we did on the H2B, I've had this same setup in my H2B for probably 2 years now, and it's really neat, man. You can track it from your phone. You can shut your fuel pump off from your phone, so if somebody does steal the car, you can shut it down and cause them to like be stuck on the side of the road somewhere. You can just call the cops. It gives you the exact coordinates. You can set parameters up to where if something drives it out of that parameter within like a few feet or so, it will notify you, and then you can then proceed to shut your car down. You can phone the cops, give them the exact location of where the car is. They can get there and get it for you. As this says, never attempt to recover your own vehicle, guys. I know a lot of us might think, let's jump in a car and chase them down, but you have the coordinates, you know exactly where the car is, and even if they cut the wires, they think they cut the wires to this GPS has a built-in battery, so as long as you hide this properly, they have to find where you hid this at and actually get this out and then move the car away from where this is, because this thing sends signal for like, I forget how many hours after you cut the power. So this thing has a built-in battery, so that way no one can just snip it and take off with it. Like, this thing works for a while after it's been like all power has been disconnected from it. So that being said, man, you're completely safe with this. This is a really nice setup for a lot of people that have like really nice Hondas. Super cool setup. I'm not using this though, because I just want this kit for the fuel pump relay upgrade, which it is as well. So you get 2 in 1. You're getting the cool Ghostlock setup where you can monitor your car, shut down the fuel pump, all that, and you're getting a fuel pump relay kit built, like everything is in one. This thing sends fire directly from your battery all the way to your fuel pump. So really neat setup. Huge shout out to them for sending me that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thrown in too, to hopefully give this thing plenty of juice. And I'm thinking, guys, honestly, the only thing we really will have to do is change out that fuel pump sock for probably another Walbro 451, and we should be golden. I don't think we're gonna have any more issues after that, but you never know, so we'll see. But I think we'll be good. So let's jump back on these battery terminals, get the positive cleaned up. We gotta snip them and cut it open so that we can have fresh wire. And yeah, just keep on making progress on old girl, man. I really, guys, I really want to start taking this thing to Mexico more often, but that little stuff it be doing really scares me sometimes. So really want to try to get everything sorted before we start doing all that. Now, it's gonna be a little bit tougher on most of you guys' cars because you guys don't have your battery in the trunk already. So you will have to run pretty much the positive wire from all the way from the front to the trunk. I mean, to the back to where the fuel pump is at. Whereas I don't have to do that because my fuel pump and battery are both in the trunk, where everybody's fuel pump is mostly in the back. So another thing is, me personally, I always just cut a hole in my trunk area where the fuel pump is at. On CB7s, I never drop the tank unless I absolutely have to, which we did have to do it once. So don't say I don't know how, I just won't drop the tank. I have done it, but I do not do it if I don't have to do it. You can call it what you want, say what you want to about, what I do, but this is my car, that's your car. If you feel like it's just a precious toy that you cannot cut a hole in, fine. But me, I love the shit boxes. I want to save a lot of shit boxes, but I don't care that much about them. Like, I'm not trying to make some type of museum piece here. I'm just trying to have fun with some old shit boxes. So, yeah, here is the harness. I'm gonna have to tuck a lot of this away. I'm gonna have to tuck a lot of this stuff away. It's literally a plug and play setup. So you have these two plugs here. One goes to the harness coming from the front, like the engine harness, the harness for the fuel pump, right? So without this in there, if you ever change the fuel pump, you got that plug that plugs in on top of the hanger assembly. Well, now you'll plug one of these into that, and then the other, the one that's like the male end, that'll then plug into your fuel pump. Simple there. And then basically you got two wire looms that look like this. One is your ground and one is your hot. Usually the ground is short, so I'm gonna just unravel this to show you guys. So yeah, so this is the shorter one. So that's obviously probably supposed to be the ground. So we can just ground that, and then the rest of this long thing, we're just gonna tuck it up as good as we can, try to bundle it up, put some zip ties on it, and we can tuck it down in the trunk. There's nothing in my trunk anyway, so it won't matter. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll get this thing side up. I'll show you what it looks like, and then yeah, we'll give her a fire. We'll check that sock, and then we should be good. I haven't done it yet, but I am gonna order this. In case you guys are wondering, this is the next day from the last, like the clips you saw really of me cutting the wire and stuff for the battery. This is like day 2. I only get a little bit of time each day, so it's gonna be over the course of a couple of days. Side note, huge shout out to my boy Mad Speed for hooking me up with this shirt. I know that the camera is inverted, so it probably looks backwards, but huge shout out to him for this shirt, super dope. This is his Dragon edition. So if you guys could and want to see a lot more Honda content, especially like older, like CRX, EF type stuff, make sure you go follow Mad Speed for me, guys. Give him a follow, subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's just over 1,000 subscribers now, so he's on his way, definitely. So check him out. But yeah, let's jump inside, see if we can get the rest of this harness bundled up, and we'll show you what it looks like. Then we'll check that sock. Pump out, and yeah, this is definitely a lot longer sock, and something I didn't do when I first did the swap in, which I'm gonna try to do now, is just check to see if it's angled in the same direction. I didn't do that at first, probably should have, but see, that's way different, and that's what I think is our problem, man. Like if I line that hole up, you can see the difference in the angle, and that could be making all the difference in the actual drawing of the fuel. So I'm gonna definitely need to see if I can order the actual 450 pump strainer here. So that's pretty much lined up with where the hole is for the 450 pump strainer. And look at the differences. And guys, honestly, sometimes you can rotate the pump itself, but you gotta keep in mind that the actual feed line and stuff, all of that lines up perfectly with the hanger. So you really don't have that much play as far as the fuel pump goes. That's why you gotta make sure that the strainers line up. And that's exactly what it is. This is a lot bigger. You can see this strainer here stops way back here, whereas this one covers like the whole foot of the pump, as well as it's just in the completely wrong angle, as you can see there. So that might be our issue. This might be facing near the rear of the actual tank. So when you hit the brake, all your gas probably sloshes forward, does not pick up, and yeah, that's where our issue is. So yeah, definitely gonna have to see if we can order one of these online. I'm pretty sure you can, but that's what I'm gonna jump on tonight, try to get one ordered. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna throw it back in. I know that it runs pretty damn decent. Anything above, safely, anything above like a half a tank. It can run under half, but like when it gets too low, like under half, and sometimes like a little bit above a quarter tank, it will shut off like when you come to stop signs and stuff. So I don't want to be dealing with that. So yeah, definitely gonna have to try to order that. So that's good to know. Now we know that that is probably that issue with the shutting off and stuff. So that's one problem we know of. Show you the relay kit right quick. This is where we're at so far. I tucked the whole harness and the relays up top, zip tied everything to the bottom of the trunk there. Kind of keep things up and out of the way. All in all, man, that's how simple it was in my car because I don't have the battery up front. Now, with the battery up front, it's really nothing different than if anybody that's watching has ever installed like a system or something. It's pretty much the same concept as that. You just run that one long hot wire And the good thing is with that little loom thing on the end, they make it so that you can connect it to the fuse box. So you don't have to run it straight to the battery. You can connect it to the hot bolt that's in the fuse box, and then that'll run to the back. So that's the cool thing. But because my batteries are in the trunk, I just connect it straight to the battery. But either way, you can do it however you'd like. But right now, I'm gonna just prime the pump one time, see if we have any leaks. Prime it a couple times. Everything looks dry. Okay, off the rip, it does seem like it's got a lot more voltage, but that could be because the fuel pump isn't drawing from the in-car stuff anymore. The fuel pump is drawing straight from the battery. So that could be why my voltage here, normally my voltage here is like 13.1. Now it's sitting directly on 14. So again, I don't know if that could be both from the relay kit. That could also be because we cleaned those leads, so we might get a better voltage reading that way. So either way, I'm gonna let her warm up. I don't know if y'all can hear it on camera. Definitely working though. Relay kit is working. What I'm gonna do is just let it continue to warm up. I'm gonna clean up some of these tools, and then we'll pick the camera back up. Okay, so got all the tools cleaned up, and the weirdest thing about this fucking car is that pop. Do you hear that popping? That is like the biggest thing that I cannot figure out to save my freaking life. I don't know what that is, but the weirdest thing about it, it'll do that for a while, and if I drive it, like we're about to take it out for a little test rip, if I drive it and drive pretty hard, a lot of times that will go away. So you hear all the popping and stuff now, right? Now I'm gonna take this thing out. We're gonna do a couple pulls in it, and then when we get back, I'll let you listen to it, and it'll be like freaking mint. I don't know why it does that. I was under impression it was in the tune, but I don't know. We're sitting at about 13, between 13.4 and 14.2 on the air fuels. And it just does that, man. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what it is, but see, we're sitting real nice. And it just hits that every once in a while. Okay, so I was wrong. It's still doing that pop sound. Yep. I don't know, boys. Air fuels look okay. 13.2, which is good. I'd rather be a little rich than lean and idle. So it's running good there. I just wish I could figure it all out. I really wish I could figure it all out, boys, but I can't. I mean, who knows? It could be something fixable, or it could be just this motor is just tired. All the spark plug holes are dry now, so we did fix that oil leak that time. It looks like I'm getting a little bit of leak from the valve cover, but I did not dab any Honda bond in the corner, so that's probably what that is. I still know for a fact that I need that sock, so I'm gonna get that on the way, and at least then the car should run and drive pretty much all the time. It's just that little pop, man. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm really thinking it's these 100-tune injectors. I'm really thinking that that's probably what my issue is, because it's just so drivability related, man, and injectors are a really important part of drivability. So it could be doing great at wide open throttle, doing okay at part throttle, and just ass at idle. Like, that could be our issue, because we have not took these out to flow test or like do any type of checks on the injectors themselves. So it could definitely be that as the cause. So yeah, definitely might need to jump on that. If anything, what I would like to do, since it's already set up for these, I would like to just get a fresh set of these and continue on like how it is. But either way, man, it ran beautiful for like the first year. So it's got to be something we can do to bring that glory back. And I'm not going to stop till I figure it out. So I will keep updating y'all. Again, we do got to get that sock in. Once we get that sock, we'll change that out. And I will try to take this thing out more and see if we can get into some Mexico action or whatever. But in the meantime, this is where she sits. Hopefully I can go ahead and get that sock on the way. We can get that through in. There is a car meet this weekend I may try to go to. I'm not ending this video on a bad note, guys. Again, the car runs, it does do pulls like minty. If you're interested in this Ghostlock setup from Jordan Distributors, link will be first thing in the description, and a link to their website is always in my description as well. Go check the homies out. Follow them on Instagram for me. Get them a little shout or something. Say, you know, I sent you or whatever, so they can know that you guys are watching and stuff. But yeah, if you would like to check that out, please do, man. It is a great kit if you have a car that you really care about. I know a lot of people are gonna try to complain about the pricing and stuff like that, but you gotta remember, guys, if you really putting money into your Hondas, this unit is nothing for the amount of safety that you get. You're not gonna find anything else on the market. All of those old Viper setups and stuff, that's a thing of the past. This Ghostlock setup is what's now, and guys, trust me, it's still on my H2B and it still works flawlessly. So I just really wanted to get the fuel pump upgrade set up on this car, just to wipe off something else that could be an issue. So yeah, that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Smack the like button for me. I will catch y'all next time. Remember, respect all bills. Peace out.